Hi everyone, this is the first and the most important video tutorials for the xSPINE. Where I'm gonna show you how to get in and out of the West. I'm sure you're eager to jump into it, and I'm just gonna show you some very important guide points so you don't start struggling getting in and out the first thing you do. So to set it up, you can insert the chest strap and the waist strap on one side, a good guide, a handful of fingers of teeth on one side, and this one should be almost all the way up. To adjust the height of this one, we adjust it on the telescopic shoulders, so you're pretty much always going to end up close to the end point here on the chest strap. Okay, let me jump into the West. I always begin with the chest strap on the other side first. Once engaged, I used my waist strap and a buckle, close it in. I'll show this tutorial without any kind of mount, just to make it clear for you. I suggest once everything is set up, you do all the adjustment tensioning on one side, where the opposite side of your mount. So if you have the X bone on this side, you pretty much want to jump in from the other side, okay? So I tension this, I tension it symmetrically on both sides. I make sure a good fitting for me should be around 4 or 5 fingers of teeth, feeling a good tension around my waist. This is before I put any weight and a sled on, so I have room for further adjustment later on to tension it a little bit. I never want to go further than 2 fingers of teeth showing, meaning I don't want to go surpassing this point as the side panel and the front panel will start colliding, and it's going to put an end stop, and I don't want you to surpass that end stop, okay? So make sure never to surpass 2 set of fingers. If you need a different setting, you do it either by adjusting the amount of pads or the strength of pads you have on the front and back, or you adjust the telescopic side panels, okay? You don't adjust it through the buckle and strap, you adjust it on the rest of the xSPINE, okay? So getting out, there's 2 set of finger modes I can use, so to say. I prefer using my thumb on the groove here, using my 4 fingers on the gray lock. So I insert my 4 fingers beneath the buckle, opening up a little bit, use my thumb and I press, and I can open up. Another way, no, not everyone is able to do this grip, is using 2 set of fingers on the groove, and instead use my thumb on the gray lock, open it up. If you have the West really tight and you struggle using your thumb opening this one, because my thumb is pretty weak, you can use the opposite hand, place it on the gray lock and wiggle it open. Then I can follow through opening the rest, okay? So that's how you get it out. I'm gonna show you one more time. Always start with the chest strap first, follow through with the waist, check I'm symmetrical, check I have some fingers, I can feel some teeth, I feel good here. I want to open this one up. Always start with the waist. There's an in-depth tutorial how the mechanics of the buckle works, you can check out later. Now I open this one up, follow through with my chest, and I'm ready to go. One last thing, so let's start with this one. One last thing, these straps are how we ship it, so they're full length. If you open this one up and you pretty much just come halfway, so you can't open it up in one go, that means you can cut this one off around here, so you're able to open it up in one go. The same goes for the chest strap. It doesn't need to be this long. You can cut it off, so when you open this one up, pretty much just pops open at this point, and you don't have to like go all the way as I do now. Okay. One thing to mention, never start with the waist first. I'm gonna show you what happens. If I start with my waist first, the spine is a rigid construction more or less. This will make it really hard to follow up with my chest strap afterwards. Pretty much can see I get a really weird angle and I'm struggling. I can't even get out at this point. I need to open up my waist strap to release some tension. Now, if you're struggling with the buckles and the waist, etc., that's all has to do with the fitting of the waist. So there's tutorials how to fit everything and troubleshooting, etc. So don't like freak out if you don't able to perform everything at once. There are in-depth tutorials about fitting and troubleshooting. Okay, thanks.